Yo! I'm here with Barry Baran.
I'm pretty excited about this episode.
Yeah, we got a lot of turtle things.
We have a lot of tortoise things.
Yeah, tortoise. Well, I wanted to get your face in this since it's mainly Jenna and I in it.
I love Sulcatas, also known as the African spurred tortoise or the spurred-thighed tortoise, because they have a lot of spurs on their thighs.
So Jenna rescued this tortoise, and it reminded me of the Florida trip we took.
We went to Ocala.
Okeechobee.
Is it Okeechobee?
I think it's Okeechobee.
Don't hurt yourself.
All you Floridians, leave it in the comments.
Okeechobee. We were really early in the year looking for alligators, and we saw this really big sulcata, definitely a male sulcata tortoise, and he was pretty cool. And also we found a dirty ass there. I mean, it doesn't smell like ass, but look at my hands. How dirty my hands are.
That's actually some of the hidden footage that's never been released, because that was a really cool trip. We did like 3 airboat rides. And
it was fun, lots of fun.
When looking for alligators. So if you like the little interim video in the middle, let me know, and I'll put that higher up on the edit list.
Yeah, and I did a few things that I probably wasn't supposed to do.
Really cool. Oh, yeah.
If you guys stick around to the end of the video, we're going to have an update for you on Miss Dorito.
It's been 6 months.
You know, my phone just texted everything she just said.
Ta-da!
Yeah, if you ever wonder why it seems like the comments are written by someone like who's drunkenly up late, it's because Michael uses speak to text for all of the responses and then doesn't go back and edit them.
That's because most people can figure out what it says. I mean, you don't have to have every word right or spelled correctly or pronunciated or enunciated, or people can figure things out, right?
The grammar of the
it's just
world
more like
has
a branding
gone down.
look perspective, you know? It's like, look at these idiots.
I don't know. Like
then we're
everybody.
spot on.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Great.
It's cold. So we have taken our new sulcata Dorito.
Doris.
To Ivan Animal Hospital because she's in desperate need of a checkup. And we just want to see where she's at and how things are going with her. So let's go inside.
It's definitely not windy today.
Definitely not. Oh my god.
Oh, this is definitely the tortoise place. Oh, that one's injured.
Oh, baby. Hi, guys.
Wow, this is what Dorito's gonna be all grown up.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
This is great news.
I've never gone to a vet and they have like a tortoise arena.
I've never seen anything like this. This is fabulous.
This little guy obviously is a rescue. That shell is so deformed. At least you have a nice home. Oh, I can't wait for Dorito to be this big.
Hey, good morning.
Attack tortoise.
No, let's not attack tortoise.
Aww.
How cool.
The funky one wants to say hi. Grab my strong hand. Oh.
Wow. Hello.
Just here with my tortoise.
Just here with my tortoise. I feel like a little kid that's like, oh, I gotta check it
So
out.
this was Bozarita, but we've renamed it to Dorito.
Yeah. But her eyes are getting better. They were pretty clouded when we first got her.
I'm really excited to see what an actual trained professional has to say about this turtle,
Yeah.
our tortoise.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not as bad as what we thought.
We actually rescued another turtle as well, but we turned that turtle over to our turtle specialist.
Yes.
And that one is not doing so well right now. So we thought it would be really important to get Dorito fully checked out to make sure nothing big is happening. If you don't read any of the words on this poster, it kind of looks like a diagram of like what parts of a dog you should eat. Or don't eat the intestines, says the young boy. Oh, I can't wait for you to be ginormous.
So they said the average weight of a full grown is 70 pounds. So she's got a long way to go. I'm interested to see exactly how old she truly is and to see if she's stunted or if she's okay. We've done a lot of work with her already, which is getting her socialized and getting her used to everybody.
I mean, it's only been 3 days.
It's been 5.
Has it been 5 days?
Yeah, it's been 5.
Wow.
Yeah, we got her on Thursday.
Best 5 days with my wife.
I know. I am coming for you, darling. I am coming over here to give you some pettings. So excited that I'm coming over here to pet you, huh? Where do you like it?
I've never seen someone just walk up to a donkey and be that excited to be pet before.
Well, they can't really get this part of their back scratched right here. So they usually like a good scratching. This is a dirty donkey. This is a very dirty ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't smell like ass, but look at my hands. How dirty my hands are.
Oh my gosh.
Help! Help! Alligators got me. There's a big sulcata behind me.
Well, I'm learning it doesn't take much to make a fence for a turtle. Some PVC pipes.
So as you can imagine, sulcatas have no vertical leap whatsoever.
Oh God. Oh, he bite you?
No. He's just ramming me. He's just being territorial.
Yeah, I stepped in there for a second and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. He's like, get off my lawn.
Look, he's trying to mount me.
Like hump you or?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in full breeding mode. What do you like? You like apples?
There we go.
Like sometimes they like this. If you have a brush, yeah, they start doing that little dance.
He's overstimulated between the apples and the petting. What do you know about turtle shells?
Well, it is a living organism.
The shell is?
Yeah, it grows constantly as the animal grows. So these are the interior and these are the growth rings here. You see how it's spreading out? And so it's actually alive and calcified. The outer parts of it are calcified, obviously. Technically, it's the sulcata. That's how I know them. But they're also known as African spur-thighed because of the way the shells come up at the back here. You see how it's like a spur, kind of?
I wonder how many people come along and just start rubbing this turtle.
Hey, can I have my foot back? Come on. Come on, Charles. Everything's named Charles, by the way. Let's go, Charles. Hey, here's some Charles poop.
I'm walking my turtle around.
Yeah, just walking the turtle. So this is definitely territorial mating aggressiveness right here. So he's trying to overcome me. He's pretty strong, relatively speaking, but this is definitely a male turtle.
You ever been humped by a turtle before?
I haven't. He's put all of his weight on my feet and he's like, I got you now. I own you. I think I'm gonna go wash my hands now. I feel like I got donkey dirt and turtle turds on me. Turtle turds. Donkey dirt and turtle turds.
Let me go ahead and weigh the sweet thing. She looks cute. Hi. Hi. The one out there that's all deformed, he's going home with me eventually.
Oh, yeah?
So he was actually part of a clutch that hatched here and just a deformity from the start.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't here when he
I was like, you look like you got hit by a car.
Yeah, he looks rough for sure, but.
And how old is that one?
The one out there?
Yeah.
He's about 8. So clearly, I mean, it's not giving him any problems. He's still growing.
Yeah.
He gets around fine. He's quick. Okay, how long have we had Dorito?
5 days.
Okay. Where'd you get him? Her.
Crazy lady.
Okay. Got 5 days ago from Crazy Lady.
C-R-A-Z-Y.
Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Y.
All right. And so we're just kind of getting her checked out since you just got her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is she eating right now?
She's eating leafy greens, clover, some timothy grass.
I gave her a bean burrito too.
All right. You know, typically we don't recommend that for tortoises, but, you know.
She's buying 2 $600 birds and told me that she couldn't afford to eat the lettuce or to buy the lettuce, and she was having to choose between feeding the turtles and feeding herself because she had an ornate box turtle as well. I told her, I said, I will take them off your hands. And so she wanted me to buy the native from her. And I said, well, that's illegal. I can't do it. And you don't have a native selling license,
right.
So you can't do that. But I'll take it and, get it away from you, essentially. So I met up with her on Thursday, and she told me that the turtles love to play in their own poo and that she has to take them to the vet to have them get knocked out so that they can be properly cleaned. Which
Okay.
I called BS right off the bat, but I was like, okay. So I opened up the box, and her legs were this color.
Just coated in.
Yeah.
Just impacted.
Like,
so,
couldn't even see the nail.
But
Yeah.
you got her scrubbed up, I see.
Yeah.
She looks
so
great now.
Soaked her, scrubbed her.
They typically do okay with it. They like the little toothbrushes. I mean, she's young. It changes. These guys out here look pretty light because their bedding dust gets on them.
Uh-huh.
Like my guy, he's almost that color too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So not as weird.
Not as bad. That's great. That's great. She does have an underbite because
Yeah, I saw that.
her top mandible
Mhm.
is in there. So I don't know if that's a genetic defect or if it's just from having so much fecal material impacted on her face that it just prevented it from growing.
it was
Because
on her
it was.
face.
Yeah, it was on her
Oh.
face.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to pop out, kind of fill Dr. Pernikoff in on what we're here for, what we need, see if he wants to like run a fecal or anything on her. If he does, I'll take her to the back.
Okay.
If not, he'll just kind of come in, answer all your questions and stuff, and hopefully we'll get you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I will have
Check
to.
us out. Hit that subscribe
It's
button.
not worth it.
Touch the bell so that you get notifications.
Blessing.
Let's let Dorito walk around.
Yeah. Let's see how she does. Go walk, baby girl. I really want to know her age.
Did the woman say how long she had it?
She said that this one and the ornate were born at the same time and put them at 2 years old.
Yeah, her feet look so much better.
Yeah. I think she could still go for another soak.
We're gonna play a fun game with the doctor of where the tortoise is.
I think I'm fine. Hey, how are you?
Hi. We're gonna get you in hair and makeup real quick.
How are you, honey?
Good. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. So let's see what you got.
It's an invisible
over there.
tortoise.
Oh,
Got
Here we
red.
are today with Animals Alive with Dr. Doug Pernikoff.
We are at the right place.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, she's in good shape.
I know, that's what
She's got pretty good weight. Oh yeah, yeah.
I told you she looked
I
good.
had 14 of this species. Yeah, she's got an underbite, and we might be able to help that.
So when I picked her up on Thursday, she was massively impacted
Okay.
with fecal material around her mouth and her feet.
Is that the only one they had?
No, she had an ornate box turtle also.
Should have got her
And
right away from her.
We did.
yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That one
Did
was
you hear
your.
that? They saved you and me.
Yeah.
They went to our turtle expert.
Is this going to YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're at Wildlife Command Center at Imperial.
Oh, okay.
And so we go out, we rescue animals. We have
Do you need a handsome veterinarian to help you?
always.
Absolutely.
Why don't you invite me
always.
out?
We would love for you to come out. That would be
I'd love to,
spectacular.
yeah. Like I said, this beak, you'd have to sedate them, but what I would do, let's see if I can see, the lower beak, you'd have to cut that down so that it can't start to curve back like this. May or may not work, it's not easy to do, but that's something I would think about. Either way, the critter will learn how to compensate to a good point if you keep that lower beak lower. It's a pretty good looking turtle, maybe a little bit flatter than I'd like to see. I'd like to see a little bit more doming, not that much, but and then over here you can see some areas that might have been a suggestion of abnormal feeding at some point.
Yeah, so the lady was feeding her blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries consistently.
Those are good, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
We don't have tortoises at all, so if you had recommendations on like how much we should be feeding them and stuff.
So
that would be
one simple way to do that is to, I usually start with like those romaine packets,
Uh-huh.
that are mixed.
Yep.
And then I'll take one like from Schnucks or wherever, and I'll break it up into small bags. And then I switch it out every 12 hours or so you don't get soiled lettuce and stuff like that. And you can add to it whatever you wish, like sweet potato, raw or cooked, but you can start by just shaving it, and getting flakes of that. They love Brussels sprout tops. And you can do tortoise pellets,
Okay.
which you can get.
Because I did 60 seconds of Google searching, and it was saying like 90% of their diet is grazing, and so I didn't know if the lettuce substitute was fine in replacement for that. If we weren't
Not
gonna-
regular lettuce, that's just 90% water.
Yeah,
It's
but
not fine.
like
I mean, so-
it was specifically saying like grass and hay, and I was like, well, we'd have to change.
That's one way to do it, but it's, That's what would be most natural for them.
Okay.
They're not in a natural setting. Not too much. Some people like to feed them the spinach groups and stuff like that, and chard and all that stuff like that. But turtles and all reptiles, as you probably know, have real high predisposition because of a very primitive kidney to develop gout, visceral gout.
Okay.
Yeah, just like in us, that's when abnormal proteins are laid down on their organ systems, on their kidneys, on their heart, you name it. You can, God forbid, see that. So if they go dehydrated or a little bit, or they're stressed that way, especially snakes too, they're good to feed. You just want everything in moderation. You guys manage it for him, for this guy, or?
I'm just the YouTube guy.
He's the YouTube guy. I'm the marketing and PR person.
Okay.
And but
We have 3 animal care
yeah,
techs as well.
Yeah, I think that, and one thing we might talk to your boss about, but I have always wanted to do like a Dr. Doug kind of show about animals, and I've done a lot of different things on TV and radio, but it'd be fun to do something maybe for your organization.
Yeah.
Where,
Oh, you're great.
that's
where we
fantastic.
talk about.
So we have over 56,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Okay, oh
right
yeah,
now,
that'd be great.
and we've hit 40.
We can do educational stuff about
Yeah.
any species. I've worked with, I was a zoo vet, international wildlife veterinarian.
So-
You're the marketing person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
us.
We're gonna have
That's
to
us.
fall in love.
Yeah,
That's
I like
all
it.
there
You
is to it.
got a
we
good
will.
personality, so.
Yeah, I'm
you're
really
great.
obnoxious.
How old do you think Dorito is?
I would say this tortoise is under 3. Let's assume wasn't being fed just right, but
Yeah.
I'd say 2 to 3 would be my guess.
Okay, that's great.
Not a bad animal.
It's like-
you start to get to a point where you can kind of get a sense of their weight, but you should, and I don't know what you do, but I can also help with some kind of preventative program ideas for your program overall, but get yourself a decent scale. And Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays with any of the small animals. Weigh them before the day gets started. So it doesn't have to be real dramatic, doesn't have to be every single day, but it helps the vet, it helps you as husbandry people understand when something is not right.
This is the greatest news ever.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And Laura, Dr. Ivan, she doesn't do as much as I do, but she does a lot of the small, she likes to do rabbits and all the little pocket pets, that kind of things, and lab pets. I love rats, by the way.
Hey, babies. We got your sisters. Yeah. Come up, say hi.
We heard you're just weird from birth.
Oh,
That's crazy. I feel like if you didn't know anything about tortoises, I could see that tortoise just being like thrown away immediately, you know? So it's nice to see it thriving here.
Oh, we didn't find out about the lamps and all that.
Well, guess what? We have his contact, and I'm sure he'd be willing to entertain a phone call.
That's true.
Well, this reminds me of our Wednesday Night Lives.
It does.
Pretty close.
Hey, look, Dorito.
Hello, Dorito.
Hello.
Just look how big she is now. It's been 6 months.
She's heavier.
Yeah.
Definitely heavier.
She's a lot heavier. She's a lot thicker this way,
Yeah,
for sure.
Hold her like a burger real quick. Like when we took her to the vet the first time, I could basketball hold her, you know.
Yeah, I used to be able to, but I can't anymore.
So this is going to be our way of telling if she grows. So there's my finger right there. Here's my thumb. I can palm her. Pretty cool.
Okay.
And so as she gets bigger, we'll use this as the gauge.
So on the plus side for Dorito, whenever she first came to us, she had really deep divots right here caused by malnutrition. But this one was the worst one, and you can already see that it's starting to bubble up right there. So it's starting to grow in the correct direction that it needed to.
Now, I know the underbite was a source of concern previously. How's that been doing?
It's still the same. She's still gonna have to undergo 4 different operations to get that corrected of coping the beak and shaving it and getting it in the right direction. We were just more concerned with putting weight on her and getting her back to the healthy state before we put her into that, because she will have to be sedated.
Now, I know you mentioned in the Florida footage that was a male and this is a female. How can you tell that difference?
I'll let Jenna explain that.
So with a male, they're going to have a concave undershell right there, and as you can see with Dorito, it's very, very flat. So when they're mating, she needs to be as close to the ground as possible, and so the male will have that concave texture underneath him to help hold him on here more securely so that it's not just like sliding off constantly. So
Fascinating.
it's a breeding thing.
She's got some calcium on her face.
Yeah, she does a little bit from her food.
So there are some Native American tribes that believe that turtles actually carry the world on their backs and that they're sacred.
I think it's a Japanese thing too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somewhere down the line, Buddhism or something. Not sure.
You know, if you look at the way that her front legs are constructed, that's a pretty formidable defense. Look at that. I mean, as far as defenses go.
You just tuck it in, and then you got the arms protecting
You
your
got that
head.
serious protection. That's better than any gauntlet I've seen. I would love you to visit our Linktree. One link to everything we do, from our merch store all the way down to our Patreon. If you want to support Wildlife Command Center and support the animals that we rescue, then click the link on the Linktree. What do you think? What do you think, Dorito?
And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you can see us next time for all of our great adventures.
Oh, he's waving bye. She's waving bye.
Bye, fellas. Bye. Bye. See you later.
Everything I do in my